The shuffle feel is really common in blues tunes, and it can cause some confusion. So I'm going to show you first of all how to kind of understand it and then how to master and play it. I've written this lesson down on a PDF and you can get that for free by clicking below this video in the description. Also remember to subscribe to my channel here by pressing the red button and click the notification bell. This is a fairly short lesson, but make sure you watch it all the way through because at the end I'll be setting you a test and I've put the answers at the end of the PDF. So if you download the PDF first, don't look on the last page because the answers are on there. If you're playing a blues tune and it isn't a shuffle, you'll be playing with a straight feel, and this is where you play even eighth notes. So think kind of rock and roll type blues, this kind of bass line. So all your eighth notes are just even. But if we were to play the same bass line but with a shuffle feel, then it would sound like this. So straight and shuffle. Listen to this shuffle drum beat. So first of all, I'll play a straight feel with it. And this doesn't kind of really work, it doesn't really lock in. You kind of hear that bass line working against the beat. But if I play a shuffle beat now, you can hear that really working with the drum beat. So straight feel and a shuffle feel. So you can always look to the drums for your cue of what to play. So what's really happening to make this bass line into a shuffle groove? Well, what you're doing is you're actually playing the first eighth note for 2/3 of the beat and then the second eighth note for 1/3 of the beat. So if you think of dividing the beat into 3, you're playing 2/3 on the first note and 1/3 on the second note. Now you can play that first note long or you can play it short. So if I'm just playing on A, that's with the first note long and this is with the first note short. So I can kind of count to that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And if you just play straight feel, you just have 2 in the beat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so this is the shuffle again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now there are a few ways to kind of think about this and write it down. First of all, you can write it in 12/8 time. Now in 12/8 time, you've got 12 eighth notes in each bar and you've got 4 strong beats, like in 4/4, but in 12/8, the 4 strong beats are divided into 3. So you've got 3 eighth notes in each beat. Now in 4/4, you've only got 2 eighth notes in each beat. Okay, so written in 12/8 is kind of quite easy to see the pattern. This is how it's written down with the first note long. So that's on a D. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And this is how it's written down with the first note short. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or you can count in 12/8, it's quite good to count 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3 in a bar. Now you can also write this out in 4/4. So in 4/4 you divide each beat into 2, but you need to introduce triplets. Now triplets divide the beat into 3. So in 4/4 time you need these triplets. So you write a 3 and you've got kind of a square bracket so you know that they're triplets. So this is the same groove with the first long note written in 4/4. So again it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And this is the groove in 4/4 with the first note short. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now you won't really see the shuffle groove written out in 12/8 or 4/4 with the use of triplets. What you will see is, to simplify it and make it much easier to read, you'll just see 2/8 notes written, and at the top of the bass line you'll have play with a shuffle feel or something that indicates it's got the shuffle feel. So just, you see the 8th note, so this is on a D, so you just play this bar as. This is the main riff for They Call It Stormy Monday, and you can see the 8th notes written, but you play this with a shuffle feel, so you'd play it like this. Now you can see these triplets written at the end of each bar, and that's because they want kind of 3 notes to be played in the beat. So you're playing the shuffle feel, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's why the triplets are there. So say you're playing at a blues jam night and you got up on stage and you just weren't sure, am I going to play this with a shuffle feel or am I going to play with a straight feel? So what do you do? Well, first of all, if you've got an opportunity, you might just ask the drummer or the guitarist or anyone, is this a shuffle or straight feel? So you can do that first of all. But if the tune's already started, then just listen to the drummer. You'll be able to hear what sort of beat he's playing, and then you'll be able to pick up on that shuffle beat, hopefully, if you can hear that, or a straight beat. So what I'm going to do now, just to help you to practice that, is I'm going to play you some drum loops. And what I want you to do is I want you to listen to them and then just work out whether they're straight or shuffle feel. So I'll play a few for you. And as I said at the beginning of the lesson, I've put the answers on the last page of the PDF, so you can look at that and see if you basically got it right. So you're just guessing, is it a shuffle groove or is it a straight groove? And if you're not sure, then just try and play along. Just any simple groove, or you could just even on an open E. Try the shuffle or try the, and see what works best, and that will give you your answer. Well, I hope this lesson has helped you to understand more about the shuffle groove and feel confident playing it in your blues bass lines. If you're really interested in developing your blues playing and improving on it, then have a look in the description on the second link. That will take you to my website and you can fill in your details and get updated about my new blues course that's coming out very soon. So I'm really excited about that. That teaches you all about the different aspects of playing blues. Or you can head straight to my website, gbshed.com, have a look on the video page, on the coming soon page, and you'll find more details there. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel here by pressing the red subscribe button and click the notification bell, and you'll get notified of all my new video lessons. And can you please like and share the video and leave a comment? I love seeing all your comments. Let me know how you got on with this, if there were bits you didn't understand or if you liked the video, and I always try and reply to those comments. This is Greg from Greg's Bass Shed. Hopefully I'll see you very soon in the next video.